Okay, so here's the full gallon of beer, and I was going to put this up higher, but I'm going to do it on the ground. I was going to do it at a higher elevation for video purposes, but I'm just going to put my thing of wood chips down on the bottom, and then you want to pop the top here. This, like I said, is that Menards bucket and lid. This lid, I had drilled a hole in there so it was big enough to fit the plastic rubber stopper in it. See that there? The rubber stopper that I showed you earlier, you can flip upside down and put it on the carboy. I drilled a hole into this and super glued one on here. My other lid, I have drilled a smaller hole and put a bright orange washing stopper in there and glued it, and that fits perfectly on that too. So yeah, you can see some of the residue. It's brown from the fermentation, and nice clean airlock. Didn't have any problems with that. I had switched it to the jar right away, and then after, when it settled down, I put this on there and didn't have any need to change it. So oh, that smells good. I'm gonna gently take out my little muslin bag of hops that I left them in there. Kind of looks a little deformed. I had, squeezed out the water before I put it in when I did the boil. So, and yeah, these are the boiling hops. I didn't take them out because I love this hop brand so much. It's traditional German is the type, and I just love the smell and the taste it gives. So now with the tubing, that was $2 at Menards. Instead of buying like a $15 siphon, I'm just going to use this tubing the same way people used to siphon gasoline back in the day. Stick it in, start sucking until you get a good motion flowing through the tube, and then just stick it right in the tank right away and let it fill. So I'll move the camera in a second. Alright. And like that, that's it. And you got the flow going. I'm just gonna put the tube way down to the bottom so it doesn't aerate and foam up while filling it. Oops, blocking the camera. And I know the beer is dark, but you want to keep a good estimate on where the tubing is exactly, because you don't want to dig it down to the bottom, because it's going to suck up the crap that you've been trying to let settle to the bottom. So you just hover it over the top, and if it gets to the point to where it catches air, it makes that noise, and you can see the flow of air bubbles going through. But stick it in right away, and it will continue flowing. I'll get another air bubble to show you. See, it disappeared, and if you keep the motion going and stick it right back in there, it'll keep sucking. And we've almost done about 2 gallons already. This is rather quite easy. It looks like a really small tube, like it's not going to do a lot of work, but we already got more than 2 gallons in there, so that's good. Some of the wood chips are starting to float. That's all right. ensure the flow of the tubes, pushing them around. They'll settle. You know, it's going to ferment for another week, so that'll be fine to do. I'm going to continue to have an airlock on here as well. So this specific beer was made with 8 ounces of caramel barley, 4 ounces of chocolate, and 2 ounces of German traditional hops, along with 5 ounces maltodextrin, 5 ounces brown sugar, and then 6-8 ounces of wood chips are added a week after fermentation. And we're at, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 gallons already. Not seeing the bottom yet. It's kind of dark, but you can also just look at your carboy on how high that's filled to. Get a good estimate. Right when it gets low, you just want it to just hover. Then when you see the bottom, tilt the bucket with your other hand. And that about did it. Seems a little lower than before. Well, no, that seems about right. Get another 51, 52 bottles, 12-ounce bottles out of that. Will probably work. So, pull the stopper out of the sanitizer, put that on right away. I'm not going to use that one. Use the one that's been floating in the sanitizer. Got the lid. Get the airlock. Move this up here. Okay, the airlock. Put that on the top, and I will grab, because I will be working with Bacardi today. Grab some Bacardi. And this is always better to use than water or sanitized water, because sometimes when you push it on the thing, you'll notice that it'll form bubbles, and then when you let go, it will suck and retract it, and you don't want to suck up or get it to retract water that may be full of bacteria, because that's the whole, that's the whole reason of putting the airlock in, is to prevent it. So if you put bacteria-filled water and it gets sucked and goes down to the tube, it defeats the purpose of the airlock. But yeah, this is, as soon as I touch the bottle, let me get close enough. It bubbles up. So you get to suck out enough air and you let go, it'll eventually suck the liquid in and push it down. So you want to use vodka. or any distilled high alcohol alcohol. So I don't have vodka at the moment, so I just use Bacardi 151. Just as good. So we'll put this back to where I keep it, and I got the thermometer shows a clear solid 68 degrees. I'll put this back and let it ferment another week. Hopefully those wood chips will fall out of the bottom, and then I'll bottle it.